Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the Fantastic Four logo. Oh, and also, if you have any more logo related needs, feel free to check out the card system and the link below down in the description for my logo tutorials playlist. That's right, it exists and there are a lot of logos in there. Moving on, if you want to make the Fantastic Four logo, here's what you're going to need. You will need some dark blue wool, and finally, grab yourself some white wool. And those are the only two colors that you'll be needing. So once you have both of those, and once you've figured out what you want to make it, I'll be making it right here, you're going to want to kick off your logo with a row of 9 dark blue wool in a row on the floor. That's 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just like that. And once you have your row of 9 dark blue wool, this is what you want to do next. So come all the way over to this 9th block right here, the right hand block. From this block, do an upright diagonal. Then go up on top of that diagonal by 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What you now want to do from this 8th block, not only do you want to go up on top of it by 4 with your white wool, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, but you also want to go left of this 8th block by 16 with your dark blue, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And from the 16th block, do an up left diagonal. And go up on top of that diagonal by 2. 1, 2. Let me show you what you want to have so far. I know this isn't looking as though it's coming together, and that looks remarkably like a letter Y. I know it's not coming together yet, but it will. Once you've reached this point right here, you now want to return all the way back down to where you first started, where we have this row of 9. And starting from this left hand side of this row of 9, this first block, do an up left diagonal. Then go left by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. And go left by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. And go left by 1. Then do 3 up left diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then go up by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. And go up by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. And go up by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. And go up by 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then from that 8th block, do an upright diagonal. And go up by 1. Then do an upright diagonal. And go up by 1. Then do an upright diagonal. And go up by 1. Then do 3 upright diagonals. So that's 1, 2, 3. Then go right of that 3rd upright diagonal by 1. Then do an upright diagonal. And go right by 1. Then do an upright diagonal. And go right by 1. Then do an upright diagonal. And go right by 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then do a bottom right diagonal. Go right by 1. And then down by 1. And what we now want to do, and it's going to be clear why we did what we did earlier now, what we now want to do is bottom left diagonals from this block until we connect all the way back down to where we were building earlier. So just keep doing bottom left diagonals and you will eventually hit a block diagonally, and that's when you know you've actually went far enough. So I don't know how many diagonals this actually is, and I don't want to know. That's why we're doing it this way. That's why we kind of like built up a little bit, and then we've got to be close because I see the white wool. That's why we built up a little bit. So you want to end up with something that should look a little bit like this, guys, and as you can see, this kind of looks like a slightly mangled Pac-Man with his mouth open, but this is exactly what you want to have. Now, once you've reached this point right here, this is what you want to do next, guys. So come all the way over to where we placed this white wool. From this top white wool right here, place a dark blue. Then go left of that dark blue by 9 with your dark blue. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then go up by 1. Then do 9 upright diagonals. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then go down from that 9th upright diagonal until you connect all the way back to where you first started. And as you can see, that's just like the little center part of your 4. What do we want to do next? Well, you guys can see this dark blue block that we placed on top of this 4th white block. Well, go right of this dark blue block by 4 with your white wool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then continue going right with your dark blue by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then go up by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then do an up left diagonal. Place 1 on top. Then do an up left diagonal. Place 1 on top. Then do an up left diagonal. Place 1 on top. Then do 2 up left diagonals. 1, 2. Go left 1. Then go down until you connect all the way back to where you just first started there to give you this shape. You guys can see that the 4 is really starting to come out now. What do we want to do now? Well, you guys can remember this dark blue wool that we kind of just went right from and then up from and what have you and we just connected to. Well, we now want to go down from this dark blue wool by 4 with your white wool. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do a dark blue wool. Then go right that dark blue by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go down by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal. Go down by 1. Then do 2 bottom left diagonals. 1, 2. Then go left by 1. Then go up on top of that block until you connect all the way back to where you first started. And what you want to end up with in total is something that should look exactly like this, which is perfect, guys. That's the hard part of this logo completed. What do we have to do now? Well, we have to fill in the solid dark blue part, so like the center part of the 4, the 2 right hand parts that we just made, and the big Pac-Man shape. We've got to fill all of those bits in with white wool, and we also have to destroy these like guiding white blocks that we have that we placed ever so slightly earlier. So what we're now going to do, and I'm going to hang in there with you guys, is we're now going to fill in those 2 little parts that we just made, those 2 little parts of the circle. We're also going to fill in the little center part of the 4, again that we just made just before these, and then we'll fill in the big giant Pac-Man looking shape, also in with white wool. Of course, what other color would we use? We only have 2 colors, so it's just going to be white wool, completely filling in our logo, and then we'll take a look at this thing. And I should mention, and I'll also mention this at the end as well, there is a second option with this logo. If you don't want to have like a logo where you can see that the 4 part of this logo, like it's comprised of empty space. That's how you see the 4. Well, if you want to, you can make the circular shape that we have whole, and you can fill the actual parts that are empty in with dark blue wool, if you so chose, but that's completely up to you. I personally like it as it is now. I like it where like the 4 is just made up of empty space, and it's kind of cool. It's like no other logo really. It's all of the other logos are very straightforward. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because all of the logos that I've made are cool in all of their own ways. But this one specifically, I really, really like just because of the design of it. So I'm just saying, you know, if the option is there, if you don't really want to have it as it is now, if you want it to be a little bit more complete, if you want to draw in the blue, all you have to do is complete the circle, and I'm sure that you guys would be able to figure that out. You've done one half, you just do that, you know, what you did on the left hand side, you just do to the right hand side until it connects together, and then you would fill in the actual 4 shape with dark blue wool. And I might actually do that, and I might tack it on to the end of this video, guys. But I won't do it on recording, though. I'll definitely do it afterwards if I do it. So we have just finished filling this thing in, guys, and this is what it looks like once it has been 100% fully filled in. Nice looking logo. Hopefully you guys like this, hopefully you've managed to make it, and if you did like it, guys, if you do like this, I'd really appreciate it if you could give this video a like, favorite, share, anything you'd feel like doing to help me out. I would just vastly appreciate, guys. It really does help me out. I made this because one of you guys suggested it. That's how these things work. Feel free to check out the card system and the link below down in the description for my other logo tutorials. You guys will find the playlist there. They're all in one playlist, every single one that I've ever made. Feel free to leave a comment down below. What other logos would you like to see me make? I might give them a go, I might not, we'll have to see. And what I'm also going to do, guys, I'm going to sign off and then I'll show you. What I'm also going to do, guys, is I'm also going to show you the alternate to this logo, where if you want to fill it in a little bit, you can. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. I would not recommend this version of the logo. Maybe some of you guys out there might prefer this, but I think that the previous version is a lot better. But this is what it looks like once it's like filled in with dark blue wool and it's all connected. This is the actual end of the video, guys. See you in the next one.